Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler every series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. Behold my terrible lighting. I did what I could. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to talk about and highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Happens to be my Dropout King shirt, which I really like this shirt. It's just a cool, like the graphic of the band. And if you're unfamiliar with the band Dropout Kings, they're kind of sort of a new metal revival kind of band. Like sort of heavier elements of rap. Very groovy, very funky. Really, really like what they do. I ran into these guys a few years ago. They were on tour with Head PE and another band I like called Cultist Black. I'd never heard of them before, they weren't on my radar at that point. But when I finally got to see their set, I was like, holy shit, these guys are amazing. And ever since then, I've loved what they've been doing, listen to their music with some frequency. And hopefully I'm going to be seeing them again in a couple months, come next January. They're going to be on tour in my area again. But I think these guys are really awesome. I like their set so much, I actually got videos of their performance on my channel, just in case maybe you want to check it out. If nothing else, folks, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I do think they're an incredible band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why do I have terrible lighting? Why do I have a thing up there? There's actually one up here, too, but you can't see it. So I'm doing a late night review. It's actually not that late at the time I'm doing this, but we are in daylight savings time now, so boop-a-doop-a-doo. It's all dark and goofy out. So I put these little things up to help kind of with the reflection from the light. I did what I could, and then I parked in the lightest place that I could. But I'm doing a late night review because I was out at a movie, and when I was making my way to the movie, I noticed that there was a new location on the way there, and I decided to stop off after the movie. But what location? What is it, folks? It happens to be, boom, these are some chicken wings from a place called Wing It On, with an exclamation point. And yeah, I'd never heard of Wing It On. I guess they seem to be basically a competitor to places like Wingstop and Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know if this is like their only Illinois location. I did not see any other locations listed on their website in Illinois, so maybe it's the first one. Maybe they're invading. But yeah, and I just got through reviewing some of their Shogun wings, so go check those out. But because I got 10 wings, I was able to split it down the middle, and I got another order, and it was their red, white, and blues wings, which is their blue cheese blended with their buffalo. Alrighty then. And just like with the previous one, this was pretty much like dead even in their like heat-o-meter for their different flavors. So we'll see what it brings up. I like buffalo and I like blue cheese, so should be a good time, I think. And let's try to get a thing for the thing as best we can. Maybe like idiots. Do something like this. We'll kind of sure. All right. Let's give these a go. Ooh. That's thorough. That's the fuck I'm talking about. These I'm a big fan of. Okay. I see what you're doing here, Wingstop. Being all low-key and shit, sliding in under the radar. Putting out some bomb-ass wings. Okay. Well, just like with, oh, it's good. Just like with the Shogun wings, I definitely have to commend them on the preparation of the wings. They're nice and tender. But they also have a nice crispy exterior. You know, like, oh, the thing fell down. Deal. Entropy at its finest. But no, I really like the crispy exterior that they get on these. And I mentioned in my previous review, it almost reminds me of like kind of Peking duck style, you know, where you get that nice crispiness when you bite into it. And that's something that's kind of unique. Like, I don't know that I've had wings from Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings, what have you, that are sauced the way they are, but you still get like that nice crispy exterior like that. So I like that a lot. Here's what else I really like though. I love the sauce that they have for this. So the Shogun sauce, which was kind of a teriyaki chili sauce, that was actually supposed to be hotter than these. Like, again, on their Hito scale. It was not. It was fairly mild for what it was, which kind of made me like, okay, you know, how is this going to go? But no, this has some kick to it. It's not spicy or anything, but it has that buffalo sauce spiciness, you know? It gives your mouth a nice oomph to it. And so here's the thing. I actually had something kind of similar to this from, I want to say, Buffalo Wild Wings. They did a buffalo ranch sauce, and I reviewed it. You can look it up if you're interested. My take on that, like, I liked it for what it was, but I kind of felt like the problem that I ran into with it was that the cooling ranch and the heat from the buffalo sauce, they kind of cancel each other out, you know? Like, it just made it more neutral. With this, though, blue cheese has got some stank on it, right? It's got some tanginess. That, it does kind of mellow the buffalo sauce a little bit, but it also offers its own tanginess. So it's really like, those two flavors blend together much better than I feel like the ranch and the buffalo sauce did from Buffalo Wild Wings. I really like the way these blend. It's more buffalo forward than blue cheese, so, you know, if you're not into blue cheese, you might be able to get away with this one, because I know, you know, it's a very blue cheese is a very here or there ingredient, you know, it's love it or hate it. But no, I really like the way that blends. Like, it's got a nice kick to it. It's not, you know, and these, I would say, perfect for that middle heat level. They've got some heat to them. They're nice, but they're not crazy or anything like that. You know, they're like perfectly dead even. These, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed the Shogun wings for what they were, but I was a little bit, you know, disappointed. These have exceeded my expectations. Like, I'm very much down with these. All right, 2 questions have to be asked though. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? Yes and yes, absolutely. I think if there's any criticism I do have for the wings that I've experienced from Wing It On so far, it's just the size of the wings. They do seem a little bit small. I've definitely, if you watch my channel, you might have seen my review where I went over there and I reviewed a bucket of chicken wings from a local supermarket. And those, like, big beefy wings, you know, you can make a whole meal out of those things easily. With these, you know, they're a little bit scrawnier. I'm not saying they're like far off or anything. You know, they're probably on point, honestly, with like something like Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings, but they are really nicely prepared. And like I said, I really like what they do with, you know, them being able to, you know, still have them be these nice saucy wings, but then still have that nice crunchy exterior and still be nice and tender on the inside. I like that a lot. And in terms of flavors, I mean, I've only had 2 of theirs so far, but at least going off of this, you know, one was, it was a little bit hit or miss because the Shogun wings, again, were a little bit here or there. These are a flat out hit. These fucking knocked it out of the park for me. And again, it's kind of extra because, again, I do have that Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings experience with their ranch buffalo sauce. So to have these and have it be sort of a similar idea, but be executed, in my opinion, much better, these definitely are a big win for me. I like these a whole bunch. So, and if I'm recommending them, yeah, I think if, I mean, I can't speak to every location and everything. Like I said, I don't know if this is the only Illinois one we have or whatever, but they seem to be in other states. Try them out, seriously. Like, there's some nice places to eat in that immediate area. You know, there's Penn Station East Coast Subs, Teriyaki Madness, which I've reviewed stuff from, by the way. But I have to admit, like, they're a nice wing place, and it's cool seeing the similar things that they do and also the different things that they do from some of the places that I'm more familiar with. But yeah. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly damnable daylight savings-tastic rest of your life. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. There we go. No! Screw it. We're at the end anyway. It's important that when we deal with things in our lives, sometimes life is just bullshit, or it's important when we have to deal with some bullshit in our lives, we go over there, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, let's be honest, me having lesser light only improves things because it obscures what the fuck I've got going on. So, and it's not like suddenly I'm all professional. I'm doing this for my car. But anyway, I hope you folks have a great night. And again, I brought this up in my other review for Wing It On, but I just really do want to give them an extra shout out because they were really cool, but the staff were extremely nice. And, just to that location, if any of you happen to see it, you guys definitely put together a nice meal for me and left a really nice impression. So kudos to you.